a big mistake I see brands do is the visual content that they publish. It looks a bit addy, so it looks like advertising. And face it, no one wants to look at ads. My name is Philip, and I am one of the founders of Supervisual, and we basically help businesses create better content for social media. Producing consistently good-looking content, it's hard, it's a lot of work. Coming up with ideas of what to do. You know it yourself, it's like figuring out what to cook for dinner every night. They have the same challenge, how to promote this product during Christmas. They have to constantly come up with stuff. Another thing I think is a big challenge is to achieve variety in the content that you produce. Often brands, they plan a shoot and they produce a big bunch of images and they go home with a lot of content, and when they come home and look at it, it all looks the same because it's from the same shoot, right? So that's another thing we're trying to help them with, creating really small productions at many different locations so they can achieve that variety. So we come from a trend where brands, they're suddenly on social media, so they take the visuals they have from ads and they reuse them on social media until they realize that no one wants to look at ads on social media. So they start producing bespoke content just for social media, right? So that's about where we are now. What I think they should do is produce content for social media and then reuse the best of that on the print ads if they still want to run those. Consumers, of course they want to know what kind of products the brands are selling, but they also want to learn a bit about the brand's personality. So Instagram, it's another tone of voice, it's another lingo in there. So what we see brands is acting more and more like people, getting more personal, looking more real. I think it's the same trend we're seeing on a personal level. We are all showing a more real, authentic human side of ourselves. We're not trying to create this perfect image of ourselves. We see that happening with stories and live video. It's much more behind the scenes-ish. I think we're going to see the same thing with brands because again, if they are looking really polished and perfect, it's kind of hard to relate to. So I'm not saying that the quality of the content should be bad. I mean, it should be stunning photos, but maybe the theme or the narrative, whatever you do, shouldn't just be about a product. It should be something that's easier to relate to.